Hello there, my name's James and welcome back to my anxiety management channel, and in this video we're going to be looking at the thoughts and thinking styles most often connected to anxiety. So first off, we're going to start with the big one, catastrophizing. Now catastrophizing is when we imagine the very worst case scenario. So my partner's late home from work, well, she's definitely been in an accident. Next up, black and white thinking. So, black and white thinking might be something along the lines of, I've failed my driving test today, I'm never going to be able to drive. Emotional reasoning is next on the list, and this is when we replace our logic and our reasoning with our emotional state at the time. So if I'm feeling anxious, I am convinced that something really bad is going to happen. Must, should, and what if statements. Now these are quite easy to recognise because whether you're saying them out loud or coming through in your mind's dialogue, they're going to start with must, should, or what if. I should have been able to deal with that. What if it all goes wrong? Must not be anxious. Mind reading, and this is when we're starting to believe that we can somehow tell what's going on in someone else's head. So either someone's disagreeing with you in the office or classroom, or you've walked past someone in the corridor and they've not made eye contact with you, and you're thinking to yourself, well, that person really doesn't like me. Jumping to conclusions. So jumping to conclusions. It's been a really nice day today. I bet it's going to be dreadful tomorrow. Overgeneralizing. So you hit a red traffic light on your journey home and you say to yourself, I bet every traffic light is going to be red now. Dismissing the positives. Now, for an example, your boss or a work colleague might give you some really valuable and good feedback about something you've done, and you're sitting there going, what's your motive for this? Personalization. Now this is when, again, we become quite hypercritical about ourselves. Well, I bet that project would have worked if I hadn't have been involved. So, whether you're suffering from anxiety or whether you're suffering from the human condition, I am sure that you can identify a few of these thinking styles within yourself. So why is it important for us to be able to name them? Firstly, when we start to notice them and be able to name them, then we break that mind's autopilot, our habit. We'll normally just go with the thought, but if we can identify the thought first, then we break that cycle a little bit. By becoming aware of it, then maybe we can start to challenge. How can we challenge? Maybe we could start to look for the evidence of the facts. Maybe we could start to ask ourselves, what is the cost and what is the benefit of this thought or belief? Maybe we could try looking at it in a different way now that we're aware that this is a thought. What would you say to a friend that was feeling this way? And maybe use that compassion back on yourself for reassurance. Or proactively, now you've recognised that this is a symptom of anxiety. By calling it for what it is, we can then start to challenge it with self-soothing or distraction or the breath, however you find it useful to challenge anxiety. So if you've identified with this video or found it useful, it'd be great if you could let me know. I'll hopefully see you again in the next video. Thank you.